Last month, so May was my last month of receiving SNAP, so food stamps. Why? Anyway, I was on food stamps for about 1.5 to 2 years, and initially I was so resistant to even getting on the program because stigmas, and I was already at rock bottom. I mean, I was going through a divorce. I was experiencing homelessness. I was not even living with my children. Like, I was at the very bottom. I was in distress. And although I was in distress and really needed the program, I was trying to cling on to any pride that I had left because, again, I didn't have income. I barely had possessions. Like, I just had nothing. And I felt embarrassed that I had to, go get on a governmental support program because, again, the stigmas that I heard about, welfare growing up was, oh, welfare queen, welfare king, like lazy, da da da. And I was like, I'm not lazy. Like, I don't want to be classified as any of this. Like, that's not me. But I was getting hungry. I needed sustenance, as humans do. And at one point in my homelessness, I was eating at Chipotle like every single day because it was like $6-7 for me to get a bowl, and that would be my only meal of the day with some water. So I really did not have any better options. So I got on the program and I was like, this is noise. Like, I could eat real meals. Like, no more Chipotle. Like, I can have real actual food that is healthier for me. And I still had this like sense of embarrassment. Like, every time I would go in the grocery store and buy food with my EBT card, I would like swipe it really fast and try and hide it because, again, I was very embarrassed to even be on the program in the first place. But then I remember one day, I think it was either a TikTok video or a Twitter thread, and it was talking about how like the government services, like welfare services, when they were first designed, Black people were excluded from them. Like, they were not able to have access to these programs. And that got the gears finally turning in my head. Like, oh, I am living in my ancestors' wildest dreams right now. Like, I am getting welfare and social support. And many of my ancestors who probably needed this program were denied. So this is a form of justice, for my ancestors. My ancestors are eating literally through me. You know what? Hell yeah. I'm going to swipe this EBT card. And I also had to go through the process of like, I need help. And this is a conversation that I constantly had, with my spirit team and myself. Like, if you need something, you need to learn how to ask for help. It is not shameful. You are not weak for needing help. It is human. It is humanity's job for us to help each other. So me calling out and being in search of these services is me standing up for myself and me showing that, I love myself and I deserve better. So I started going into the store. When I'd swipe my card, I'd swipe it slower. I wouldn't put it away immediately. I would hold it out because I didn't care who saw. I didn't care what the person would stereotype me as or think of me because I was beginning to develop my own sense of self. And I know who I am. So who cares what other people think about me? They don't know me. They don't know my situation. They don't know what I've been through. So forget what other people think of me or how they may perceive me because I am on this welfare program. Like, that does not matter to me. What matters is I am eating, I am taken care of. And those are the affirmations I would say to myself every time I would shop. I'd be like, the universe always takes care of me. Like, life is so sweet for me. I get to eat for free. I'm taken care of in all aspects of my life. And it was so amazing how the world around me began to change as soon as I shifted that perception in my mind. I started receiving prosperity, blessings, and overflow in so many different aspects of my life. I was exposed to more welfare programs that really lifted me up and elevated me when I had nothing. I was getting free healthcare, and I would be like, oh, I get to go to the doctors for free. I get to be healthy. Like, the universe wants me to be healthy, and my healthcare needs are taken care of. Very well, I will say. I started getting opportunities to make income from various different sources. And again, I had zero income, zero. So out of nowhere, I just started getting different opportunities to make money. And that was huge for me. I got connected with rental programs that paid my rent for 3 months. I got connected with utility programs that paid and reduced my utilities for 6 months to a year. I was getting all of these opportunities out of nowhere because before, like, they were not accessible to me. Like, I either didn't qualify for them or I just didn't know about them. But then all of a sudden, after this one perspective shift that I had after being on, food stamps, these things just started hitting me out of nowhere. I am so grateful for SNAP. I'm so grateful to have experienced it, not only because it fed me, but because I got to learn how it worked. And maybe one day I'll be able to help someone else get connected with the program and help them figure out how it will work. I just think that that's amazing. And it's so funny because when I had my call with the SNAP worker a few months ago and they broke the news to me, they were like, oh, you don't qualify for SNAP anymore. Your income is actually too high. I'm so sorry. And I literally laughed. I was like, there is no need for you to apologize. Like, I had the program for as long as I needed it. I don't need it anymore. I'm so grateful and thankful for it. So thank you. And they were silent for a minute and they were like, no one has ever said that to me before. And I get it, but like me, so much has changed for me mentally. I'm just in a different space. I see things differently. And I'm just so grateful for the experience. I have no other words. I think it's so important to just completely get rid of these stigmas that we have around welfare programs, especially if you are a person of color and a minority, a black person. Your ancestors, the black people in this country who built this country, who blood, sweat, and tears had to go through hell, were denied from this. It is a gift for you to be able to have these services and to acquire them. So I need you to act like it. And with the way this current administration is slashing government programs left and right, you better get on these programs while you can and throw that shame somewhere else. Yes, people abuse welfare programs. That just happens. Some people do it for purely malevolent purposes, and that's on them. But some people, you got to start empathizing with your fellow human. Think, what would make someone, how much scarcity, how much poverty, how much trauma has a person gone through that makes them want to cling so desperately onto something that they begin to abuse it? Like, just open up your heart and your mind and think about that. Anyway, getting help from a welfare program, from family, from friends, from any source that is healthy and benevolent for you, there's nothing shameful about it, okay? It proves that you love yourself because you are trying to help yourself. That is what matters.